body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until today, from today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Now, all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Go to the sadhana for the single mudra, Vajrasattva, page 1.
Samjin Jamzule Tangde Jeju Terzong Tsogila Sowan Dezo Sewang Jeba Yenge Namja Jeda Jurong Haje Dadam Dorje Nambadrup Dejin Tenzin Chadam Kolose Sodar Londe Gomdi
Page 1. Dharmakaya, Samantrabhadra, Sambhogakaya, Vajrasattva, Nirmanakaya, Harukas of the five families, Garab Dorje, Vajrahumkara, Prabhahasti, I supplicate you, bestow the blessings and cities, pervasive Lord of the Mandala, Dorje Totrensal, Varachana, Consort Yeshisogyal, great treasure, revealer, Guru Pema Garwangsal, I supplicate you, bestow blessings and cities, Lord of all families, Bhagawan Vajrasattva, sovereign in accomplishing the Vajraharuka of great bliss, tamer of obstacle-making Maras, deity Vajrakalaya, I supplicate you, bestow blessings and cities. Bestower of cities, mother and sister Dakinis, spontaneous accomplishers of activities, the ocean-like classes of oath-bound ones, host of treasure protectors who oversee the Samayas, I supplicate you, bestow blessings and cities. May I master the development yoga of form. May my intonation of mantra become the Vajranada. May I awaken to the all-pervading wheel of great bliss samadhi, and may the impartial state beyond concepts be actualized. By light rays streaming forth from the seed syllable in my heart, the objects of refuge, Guru Vajrasattva, the three roots, and the assembly of deities in the network of magical illusions are gathering in the space ahead. Benza Samaza.
Lama Dorje Samba Kunjosan Yadam Kandra Sola Jasuje Namo Daso Simje Doma Dordonda Sancho Bada Jasuzuvene Lama Dorje Samba Kunjosan Yadam Kandra Sola Jasuje.
Namo. To liberate myself and sentient beings from suffering, I go for refuge until enlightenment. In Guru Vajrasattva, the three jewels, and the host of Yidams and Dakinis, just like the victors of the past, I will endeavor in the ultimate goal of all sentient beings to take across those who have not yet crossed, to free those who are not freed, to secure beings and establish them in nirvana.
Abede Ton Tanyon Rame
May all beings have happiness, be free of suffering, attain noble bliss, and abide in equanimity. Victors and your heirs of the 10 directions, please come here and be seated in the unmoving, inseparable expanse. With primordial purity, I pay homage. I present an ocean of offering clouds of Dharmata's display, openly confess ignorance and misdeeds, and rejoice in basic space and awareness, free of meeting and parting.
Mare de belle gentolo mela yarango Chadar solon tarve chungo tusum nata nyange menzoso Meme geton kanyan dolango Dorje sembe komango bayu
Turn the all-pervading and impartial wheel of Dharma and remain constantly throughout the 3 times without decline. I dedicate the accumulation of reference-free virtue to beings equal to space. May we attain the state of Vajrasattva.
Tamje Tombaye Dekin Asan Yinjesa Songjo Hongye Kapole Wontre Dorje Meyego Namdo Nyongwara Rata Pemandama Tondembu Gumle Renchin Jaye Kang Taru Santre Pemada Nyate Tento Hongye Dorje Hongan Sembaze Wontre Janjo Sanade Noele Maluja Dorje Sembe Salaku Tsundu Yonja Kechega Rare Lama Dorje Sen Karbo Shate Shechenza Watra Turto Rengenje Saye Dorje Togaji Yumbe Treve Kalate Yamye Dorje Chirongjo Cenzan Peze Tamje Ezo Seter Tarjan Kubente Toyo Meyon Zebarje Wajin Yang Gurjita Semo Todan Toyadan Tavu Namje Lepaji Wanda Dorje Nyemaka Chero Lamso Tredoji Sajang Ajang Yakan Avambar Londo Lameki Shewo Hong Tangre Ayishing Ayedaniji Kenen Ka Hong Kusum Tusa Sinjela Choga Pema Tavete Dorje Karbo Semane Dewa Dawa Lebe Hong Yin Tare Yeko Zangye Chubaye Deje Bakjani Uja Deje Nama Ninjuma Kusum Tukye Sanabdi Lama Yedani Base Chijang Kandu Tutanga Chijang Hamye Tenakye Telena Yelena Buddha Pije Dansen Shen Provele Jemaluja Mutu Dorje Sambechen, Lama Yeshiro Baidu.
Middle of page 4. All phenomenon, everything is emptiness. Great bliss, luminosity is the dynamic potential of compassion. From their unity, a white hung arises. Light streams forth, a tent of vajras and fire. Inside that are the elements and Mount Meru, upon which is 1,000-petaled lotus. In its center, from Broom, appears a jewel celestial palace. In its vast center, on a lion-throned lotus, and sun and moon is the syllable Hung, vividly present as a vajra marked with Hung. Light streams forth, making offerings to the victors and gathering their blessings, purifying all the karma and obscurations of beings, and establishing them in the state of Vajrasattva. Gathering back, it transforms, and instantly I become Guru Vajrasattva, white with one face, smiling peacefully, hair in a top knot and adorned with jewels, right hand holding a vajra at the heart center, the left resting a bell on my thigh, seated with my 2 legs in vajra posture, replete with all the excellent marks and signs. I am beautifully dressed in silk ribbons, scarf, headdress, shirt, and skirt, excellently adorned with a crown, earrings, short necklace, medium necklace, long necklace, bracelets, and anklets. On my lap is a white Vajragarvi, a youthful 16-year-old holding a curved knife and skull cup. Bearing the 5 mudras, she embraces the Lord. This is vividly visualized in expanse of radiant light. On my crown are Om, Hum, Tram, Hri, Ah, the identity of the 5 wisdoms. In my crown, throat, and heart, Om, Ah, Hum, bless my body, speech, and mind. In my heart center, upon a lotus and moon, is a white 5-pronged vajra. In its center, on a moon disk, is the syllable Hum, encircled by the 100 syllables. Inconceivable light rays radiate out, purifying misdeeds, obscurations, habits, illnesses, and evil influences, making pleasing offerings to the Sugatas, gathering the blessings of body, speech, and mind, delighting the gurus and yidams, and mending the heart samaya with Vajra siblings and dakinis. They clear away the Dharma protectors' grudges and call upon them to perform the 4 activities. They pacify the malice of maras and obstructors and purify the karma and obscurations of beings. The vessel and contents become Vajrasattva's pure land, the play of deity, mantra, and wisdom.
Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manapalaya Vajrasattva Tinopa Titrandu Me Bhava Subhakayo Me Bhava Subhachayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayas Sarva Karma Sudha Me Tetam Jiyam Guru Hong Ha Ho Bangave Sarva Tathagata Vedama Memendam Vedabama Samaya Soto Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tinopa Titrandu Me Bhava Sodakayo Me Bhava Subhachayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayas Sarva Karma Sudha Me Tetam Jiyam Guru Hong Ha Ho Bangave Tathagatam Bendama Memendam Bendabama Samaya Sadhu Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tinopa Titrandu Me Bhava Subhakayo Me Bhava Subhachayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayas Karma Sutame Tsutam Chiang Kuru Hong Ha 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 ho Bangave Sarva Tatanga Tam Benza Mamin Benza Benza Bama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manapalaya Benza Sato Tinoba Titandru Meba Soto Kayo Meba Subhajayo Meba Anurato Meba Sarva Siddhi Menda Karma Sutame Tutam Chirang Kuro Ha 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 ho Bangave Sarva Totanga Tam Benza Mamen Benza Benza Bama Samay Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manipalaya Benza Sato Tinoba Titandenu Meba Kayo me bava subhajayo me bava Anurato me bava sarva siddhi me bhaya sarva karma sutame tutam chiang kuru ha 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 ho bangavin sarva tatanga tam benza 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 bama samaya sato Om benza sato samaya manipalaya Benza sato tinoba tidu me bava Soto jayo me bava Subhajayo me bava Anurato me bava Sarva siddhi me parayeta Sarva karma sutame Siddham chiyam guru hong Ha ha ho bhangave Sarva tatanga tam bedama mem bedza bama samaya sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manipalaya Benza Sato Tinoba Titandendo Mebava Soto Kayo Mebava Subhajayo Mebava Anurato Mebava Sarva Siddhi Mebrayet Sarva Karma Sutame Tutam Chiang Guru Hong Ha 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 ho Bangave Sarva Tatanga Tam Benza Mamen Tam Benza Bama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Om Benza Sato Om Benza Sato Lama Dorje Sambaje Naradanga Chabduso Debe Tona Dano Yen Jebe Gombe Tongdeja
Sine me je tam jave, gombe samba chardoso, Simje kunje tunje se, sunje samba takejo, Kusum soso da jode, Wame sa
Guru Vajrasattva, heed me, protect us from the torments of Narak. I feel remorse for my mass of misdeeds and with regret confess them before you, Protector. As I vow never to commit such deeds again, Protector, please absolve me. For the sake of beings, I will accomplish Vajrasattva. Uniting me with your body, speech, and mind, lead me to the unsurpassable state.
Page 11. Ramyang Gong Dongbe Gangde Sanchu Dengde Masriya Menjala Ne Nebe Hongyeng Marbo Zavarana Pe Sanharana Hong Chonde Yongze Jerva Om Benda Mahatru De Yore Hong Pe Chumo Yen Soma Mam Tribu Dambe Manzimbe
Ram Yam Kam. From within emptiness arises a red letter Hong above the cleansing water dwelling on a sun. Light radiates out and gathers back. It completely transforms into the wrathful Datvishvari. Her body is red and she is holding a bell and a fresh skull.
Om Mahatma Shoda Sava Kramam Shoda Om Mahatma Shoda Om Mahatma Shoda Sava Kramam Shoda Om Mahatma Sava Kramam Shoda Om Mahatma Shoda Sava Kramam Shoda Om Mahatma Shoda Sava Kramam Shoda Om Mahatma Mahatma Joda Sava Kramam Shoda Om Mahatma Sava Kramam Shoda Om Mahatma Joda Sava Kramam Shoda Om
The finest particles of the cleansing water turn into the nature of Datishvari. Ram Yam Kam. From within emptiness arises the supreme realm with a celestial palace, arrayed by ornaments and endowed by wonderful objects of enjoyment. From brooms, skull cups appear as vessels. From Om Ah Hung, therein clouds of offerings appear. Amrita, Rakta, Torma, as well as outer, inner, and secret offerings. The vast space becomes filled up.
Om Beza Om Beza Padenga Om Beza Pipea Om Beza Pipea Om Beza Lokea Om Beza Gindea Om Beza Nevedea Om Beza Maha Amerda Maha Amerda Maha Amerda Maharata 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 Mahabalinda Mahabalinda Balinda Banda Sapana Kan Mahashuneta Janambe Sobhavayema Janambe Nayanda Javarate Pema Dhamma Dondeva Ramlerin Jinjayena Tarve Singtre Pema Da Nyese Tendo Hongyende Borje Hongen Timba Zo Wundru Janjo Senlade Drove Ledre Male Jan Turji Sembe Salanja Sande Oyanje Kijelan Jungkalama Durjisen Karpo Shakti Shejenza Vajra Tujarin Jinjin Saye Durji Tokado Yumbe Trivakanati Samya Durji Chedong Yonsen Yadam Chedzo Setara Tajang Jubinda Toyo Meyo Zipari Ujin Jang Ujinda Semoto Tanto Shada Duvanandele Pagin Panda Dorjen Yamaga Jojolan Torje Torjen Sajana Daya Dandra La Medie Yixing Aye Danye Jin Jin Gao Hong Kuzong Tuzo Sinjelo Toga Dungme Wundru Ranjin
Middle of page 12. From within emptiness, all of phenomenon, in front of me appear the elements, and there on Mount Meru, above arises 1,000-petaled lotus. In its center, from the broom, appears a jeweled celestial palace. In its vast center, on a lion throne, lotus, sun, and moon is the syllable Hung, vividly present as a Vajra marked with Hung. Light streams forth, making offerings to the victors and gathering their blessings, purifying all the karma and obscurities of beings and establishing them in the state of Vajrasattva. Gathering back, it transforms and instantly becomes Guru Vajrasattva in the space in front, white with one face, smiling peacefully, hair in a top knot and adorned with jewels, right hand holding a Vajra at the heart center, the left resting a bell on the thigh, seated with two legs in Vajra posture, replete with all the excellent marks and signs. I am beautifully dressed in silk ribbons, scarf, headdress, shirt, and skirt, excellently adorned with a crown, earrings, short necklace, medium necklace, long necklace, bracelets, and anklets. On his lap is white Vajragarvi, a youthful 16-year-old holding a curved knife and skull cup. Bearing the 5 mudras, she embraces the Lord, this vividly visualized an expanse of radiant light. On his crown are Om Hung Tram Hri Ah, the identity of the 5 wisdoms. In his crown, throat, and heart, Om Ah Hung, blessed body, speech, and mind. Light radiates from the Hung at his heart, thereby the wisdom beings are invited from their natural abodes. Invitation of the wisdom beings, Hong, victors and heirs abiding in meditative equipoise in the Dharmadhatu, please arise and form kayas as Vajrasattva, and out of compassion come close to me. Benza samaza za sa hom bam ho. Paying homage to the wisdom beings, Hong. Great wisdom, Vajrasattva, please abide firmly upon until awakening. I pay homage to you, the Lord of the Sugatas, who causes liberation of limitless beings. Tishta Lang Namo Hong, offering goddesses radiate from the heart. Outer offerings, Hong. Wisdom offerings, infinite like space, arise from an ocean of merit. Inconceivable offering, water, foot water, flowers, incense, lamps, perfume, water, food, and music. I offer them to Vajrasattva and his heirs.
Om Bana Pe Pena Sarate Sarvata Tangata Sammayonga Sade Om Guram Bedaso Argan Paden Kube Debe Alogan Neve Shabda Badinja. Inner offerings, Hong.
May Guru Vajrasattva be delighted by big Samantabhadra offering clouds of form, sound, smell, taste, touchables, royal attributes, auspicious symbols, auspicious substances, and the like.
Nama sarva Deva Khenpo Ma Khenpo Leon Dorme Khenpo No Dorje Lama Dorje Senlambu
Amrita, Rakta, and Torma, Hung. I offer to Guru Vajrasattva immeasurable wisdom, the best of the dakas, the great red of great bliss, and cloud banks of tormas for sense pleasures.
Maha Amata Ratam
Secret offerings, Hung. The play of method and wisdom, bliss and emptiness brings about the delight of the non-dual yoga. The maras, which are confusion of dualistic grasping out of ignorance, are liberated in the self-luminosity without reference point. Thus I offer without considering the act of offering and the object of worship. However, the spontaneous presence of the natural expression is great joy.
Mahasukatadangana
Praise of the Absolute by a Vajra song. Hung, inseparability from unwavering knowledge, Dharmakaya, spontaneous presence of great bliss, Sambhogakaya, skillful means of compassion, Nirmanakaya. I bow down to you, Vajrasattva. You possess a conch shell, color without stains. Your signs and marks are complete. You hold Vajra and bell of non-dual appearance and emptiness, and you are united with Vajra Garvi. I pay homage to you, Vajrasattva. Middle of page 17. In the heart center upon a lotus and moon is a white 5-pronged Vajra. In its center on a moon disk is the syllable Hung, encircled by the 100 syllables. Inconceivable light rays radiate out, purifying misdeeds, obscurations, habits, illnesses, and evil influences, making pleasing offerings to the Sugatas, gathering the blessings of the body, speech, and mind, delighting the gurus and yidams, and mending the heart samaya with Vajra siblings and dakinis. They clear away the Dharma protectors' grudges and call upon them to perform the 4 activities. They pacify the malice of maras and obstructors and purify the karma and obscurations of all beings. The vessel and contents become Vajrasattva's pure land, the play of deity, mantra, and wisdom. Within emptiness, free of concepts of the vase, upon a lotus and moon seat, from the broom appears the vase, a celestial palace, in the center of which, in an Amrita lake, upon a lotus and moon, is Vajrasattva, the color of the moon, with one face and two hands, holding a Vajra and bell, in union with consort Atopa, wearing Sambhogakaya attire. He is seated in a Vajra posture and glows with light. In his heart center on a moon seat is a Vajra and Hung encircled by the 100 syllables. By invoking his mind stream with the mantra, a stream of Amrita descends from his body and completely fills the vase.
So the car me baba, so me baba, so the me ba yeda sawa kama sata me tadam ji hong guru hong ho baba. So what the sanga zambe zama me ma zambe zaba ma samaya follow the balaya veda sato teno ba te la de roviva. So the car me baba, so cha me ba. Amara so me baba, sawa said the me ba yeda sawa sata me tadam ji hong guru hong ho banga so what the sanga zambe
Page 20. Guru Vajrasattva, heed me, protect us from the torments of Narak. I feel remorse for my massive misdeeds. Oh. Sorry, in the middle of page 20, Hung, from the vast expanse of the Dharmadhatu vase, the victor's palace, the form of Vajrasattva endowed with the 5 wisdoms of great bliss, dispeller of anguish of afflictions, shining brightly like the glow of the stainless autumn moon, bestow the supreme cleansing Amrita that vanquishes the stains of affliction and delusion. Unity of space and awareness, the entire vessel and contents, the victorious vase empowerment, wondrous blessings of Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind. Through your mighty compassion, immeasurable, miraculous powers, Dharani, and clairvoyance, please purify without exception the stains of deluded body, speech, and mind. Bestow right here and now the unchanging marks and signs, the melodious voice of lucid exposition, and supreme great bliss mind. Make me realize empty appearances to be body, empty sound to be melodious speech, and spontaneous liberation to be supreme mind.
Anurato me bava sarva siddhe me pariyado sava kam sutam me sutam shiyam kuru ho panga sarva tatanga tam meda mame meda bava ma samaya sato kaya waka sesa sava abe kinza ome awo chaya luk.
The water fills up my body, obscurations are purified, empowerment obtained.
Now other texts.
Now we go to the other text, emptying the hells from their very depths, the sovereign practice for the confession of all impairments and breakages of vows and all negative actions and obscurations.
Nelo menjo dorje kola santa lo yandang masanjo kola santa nyamang shimze shive la santa lota sarjo to kola santa tango se dan jambar kola santa lo chuta chato pima suma santa yanda tunde bezo tula santa lo tungane se tete mina santa Tripajumde Purbilola Santa Lo Juangata Mami Tola Santa Satananda Rinde Tola Santa Lo Timba Sunze Tamjinama Santa Jake Sunze Mata Tola Santa Lo Ora Ranchi Tripat Nyanjingang Le Yeshisha Kunda Sambo Yana Yeshuda Samsala Meto Yerme Kuma Ishinga Yavanda Sarumati Varshiba Nimata Samsala Injanga Le Ishinga Yatoshava Injayam Shinga Nata Samsala Ishiru Mamambo Duvet Duran Shave Sanjo Simbadina Akita Sara Samsala Ishinga Yuntin Chindung Chatambe Chibela Mojina Yudeta Samsala Dubadanzi Babu Datan Betumnada Tatugo Vajinala Lai Sananin Giga Tongje Katunze Kujuntu Mojina Taketa Samsala Dubatu Lenkovato Mariwan Getuana Yujit Tripata Samsala Kunda Sango Rebeza Chijozola Samsala Tongama Pansase Herakala Samsala Injekali Tumoyan La Samsala Tugle Turbe Sanchi Tumoje La Samsala Zaze Chen Shio Punje Gomaje La Samsala Gungre Chen Dong Jinde Gomaje La Samsala Jipin Shala Tripa Wansong La Samsala Hoya Mienta Ga Shinji Shi Namji Bian Koje Ga Jamba Ga La Samsala Hong Tam Ben Jarbo Wangela Wanda Ta Jian Koje Bima Song Lai Samsala Hong Pa Shin Ben Za Herba Rang Za Ben Koje Ga Yanda Su Lai Samsala Hong Jun Di Jin Che Herka Sheto Ram Jan Lai Ko Yun Di Jin Lai Samsala Hong Du Jie Yuan Chele Chokyan Bar Wen Koje Ga Telen Ze Lai Samsala Hong do jar po heraka juana le trebe. Mame tola sandalo oren ten do je trapo. Satang la nebe ko ren sola sandal. Hong sang ta po kung jin jiten tre pa nam se. Tenpa chong la sandalo hong to tena po tse. Chana ta po mamba ko chokwen do la sandal. Teta jawa shedula kamen sin tu sasa. Tamsen nyam jai kunjanen tamen aye tegade. Nara ne chan tongro te rinzen jarwe shendol. Lejen nambar mimbe chan matun tola niji chong. Ninga tun la tongwe jam mimbe ton mo nyakar jar nebe jam sa tate ta shedula nga. Tene yu jiso lo nga soke te dorje sun ma kyorgo nara tong tong yengo de.
Page 1. All the Vidyadhara gurus and deities of the mandala, the peaceful and wrathful victorious ones, are present in the sky before me. Vajrasattva. Emaho, we call upon all the great enlightened beings from every place and time, all you gurus, peaceful and wrathful victorious ones, turn your wisdom toward us. Come now, take your places on the seats of lotus, sun, and moon, and accept our prostrations and offerings so that we may purify impairments and breakages and even the lower realms. To all the masters endowed with perfect qualities, we prostrate. To the Dharmakaya beyond concept or elaboration, we prostrate. To the Sambhogakaya, the perfect enjoyment of great bliss, we prostrate. To the Nirmanakaya lords, protectors of beings manifesting in diverse forms, we prostrate. To the Vajrakaya of unchanging natural state, we prostrate. To the perfect Kaya of complete awakening, we prostrate. To the peaceful deities who pacify the afflictive emotions, we prostrate. To the wrathful deities who annihilate mistaken views, we prostrate. To the body of gentle splendor, Lord of means and master of life, we prostrate. To the lotus-like speech which resounds without error, we prostrate. To the Vajra mind endowed with the true meaning, we prostrate. To the healing nectar which dispels the sickness of the 5 poisons, we prostrate. To the deities of Kilaya who vanquish arrogant demons, we prostrate. To the host of Mamos who control the 5 elements, we prostrate. To the Vidyadharas who have mastered the paths and stages, we prostrate. To the oath-bound ones who guard the teachings, we prostrate. To the lords of mantra who subdue enemies and obstacle makers, we prostrate. Whom, self-aware, self-knowing, and undiluted, from the state of equality, pure wisdom arises. So we may purify mind and objects, we prostrate. To Samantabhadra and his consort, in enlightened wisdom, free from thought and undivided, the 5 pure wisdoms shine as glowing lights. So we may purify mind's afflictions, we prostrate. To these 5 families of the bliss-gone Buddhas, causes created out of basic space, arise as partners of the 5 pure wisdoms. So we may purify the elements, we prostrate. To these 5 great consorts of basic space, a host of pure wisdom emanations manifest spontaneously for being's benefit. So we may purify consciousness, we prostrate. To these 8 great warriors of awakening, in the state of wisdom, enlightened qualities are complete, and the desired attainments fall like rain. So we may purify space and time, and we prostrate. To these 8 great goddesses of offering, valiant beings, subduers of the malevolent, free from the faults of clinging to a self, so we may purify wrong views, we prostrate. To these 4 tarikas who guard the gates, to those who bring benefit to beings through love, compassion, joy, and equanimity, to purify eternalism and nihilism, we prostrate. To these 4 gatekeeping ladies of wrath, from 6 patterns of thought, 6 realms of samsara, arise through the force of unawareness, so that we may purify delusion, we prostrate. To the 6 sages who tame through compassion, whom, expression of pure awareness always excellent, to Chemchok of chief chief of the mandala, we prostrate. 5 poisons not abandoned but perfected, to the wrathful Harukas we prostrate. Arisen from basic space, uniting means and wisdom, to the wrathful consorts we prostrate. Great secret ladies emanated from wisdom, to the 8 female furies we prostrate. Fanged and winged devourers, female messengers, to the 8 Traman goddesses we prostrate. Ladies who entice, capture, bind, and enrapture, to the 4 female gatekeepers we prostrate. Female emanations in worldly guise, to the Ishvari goddesses we prostrate. Hum, Yamataka, slayer of the Lord of Death, surrounded by terrifying hosts of haughty demons, to the body of gentle splendor we prostrate. Hum, Hayagriva, sovereign deity of power, and a retinue skilled in magnetizing and subjugation, to the lotus speech we prostrate. Hum, great and glorious Vajrasattva, surrounded by a self-manifested retinue, to the pure and authentic mind we prostrate. Hum, mighty Chemchok Haruka and limitless peaceful wrathful deities, to the perfected qualities we prostrate. Hum, Vajrakumara, embodiment of activity, with the 10 wrathful ones blazing with fire, to the enlightened activities we prostrate. Hum, the Haruka fully perfected king, with a retinue formed by the 5 elements, to the hosts of Mamos we prostrate. Hum, the Vidyadhara, mighty Vajra wrath, encircled by those on the paths and stages, to the hosts of Vidyadharas we prostrate. Hum, Lord of secrets, cloaked in blue, surrounded by arrogant worldly forces, to the protectors of the teachings we prostrate. Hum, Tobden Nakpo, powerful and strong, surrounded by masters of wrathful mantras, and to the subduers of enemies and obstructors we prostrate. Whoever prostrates upon hearing this way, the names of the peaceful and wrathful victorious deities, will heal all impairments and breakages of samaya, and purify the negativity of the 5 boundless crimes. Even the lower realms will be emptied from their depths and proclaimed a Buddha field of Vidyadharas. Now all the faults of our past misdeeds we verbally disclose and mentally confess and purify with lamentation and remorse. In devotion we join our palms at our hearts, and in faith we prostrate ourselves entirely, calling on the peaceful and wrathful deities by name. Then, with body and speech held firm, we visualize Vajrasattva at our crowns and recite the essence of Narak Dongtruk.
Om Beza Sato Samaya Mana Balaya Beza Sato Denova Titanome Sudukayo Mebava Sudukayo Mebava Sava Sete Mebariando Sava Gama Sudame Tudam Jayan Kuro Ha 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 Ho Banga Sava Tatanga Dam Bedamame Medaba Mas Sato Shadaram Jan Gozosa Jareka Dalamelo Shima Tiaga Yedo Dojelo Bonte Shikuruta Dandalo Zumache Dan Jamra Mesense to Chodamche Dixon Bagus Kuyatam Tenyambana Shitla to Chimaja Yatan Ladan Kurmasa Zodan Tenju Madacha Sungatam Tenyambana Ramachi Chimai Samjanya Dea Tamjela Kurmada Chantam De Tuje Tam Tenyambana Jija Chingaja Shipar Save Tam Tenga Rama Shelopa Mababa Ye Tam Tenga Maravang Betonga Tangdola Ve Tam Tenga Tamede Tam Pamiji Drupar Save Tam Tenga Rama Nepa Maje Chipar Save Tam Tenga Israma Shelopa Nina Ampe Nyambana Yadala Yetingai Niba Drbe Tenyen Jadon Tudon Jovacha Lelo Yewa Nijema Sonjo Sena Jiji Soje Jange Kasaja Punya Lame Chua Pami Juba Zimaya Tutama Tuni Utam Jin Jinasha Yijitam Nyatavisha Yang Kunjia Sanjosa Yimba Me Peatam Mimba Me Pe Gumyale Yime Me Pe Juba Redo Me Pe Sanjosa Tayen La Tante Chanama Zomajit Shabwa Jazini Me Onjideni Truba Me Bala Yimeni Sotava Tare No Ponte Manzemba Nirema Tumite Chelonda Jaboy Kunda Zambo Zane Me Bala Tanda Me Tava Tare Zangini Zanzemba Nirema Kunda Te Chelonda Jaboy Nyambani La Chejo Me Bala Tadani Zatava Tare Chejoni Zanzemba Nirema Nyani Te Chelonda Jaboy Sanjo Sama Jishe Me Bala Data Sama Tava Tare Jishini Zanzemba Nirema Jime Yonga Londa Jaboy Tigre Chimbo Chazar Me Bala Zutani Sutova Tare Chazayan Sanyin Nirema Kune Dumbo Tigre Londa Susum Jirva Me Benga Yele Tomar Tama Tava Tare Ponjani Zanzemba Nirema Tusum Jirva Me Bela Joshia Tura Travala, Jimjani Sata Tare, Topshani Sanzamba Nuremo, Ramzon for me long the Shabai. Repa Sheta Chetravala, Zunzani Sata Tare, Torsani Sanzamba Nuremo, Repa Shelon the Shabai. Shimin of the Babe Bala, Zungani Sata Tare. Tarani Sanzamba Nuremo, Chini Namdalon the Shabai. Yaya Kala Yando Me Pala, Setanando Tava Tane, Yando Nison Zambanyuremo, Yaya Yando Me Pala, Yumja Kala Tume Me Pala, Tenda Tava Tane, Tamini Son Zambanyuremo, Banga Yando Me Pala, Chuje Kala Nisa Me Pala, Setanando Tava Tane, Nukunya Son Zambanyuremo, Chibanje Me Londo Shabai. Marin Trube Sindinian, Dea Sumi Chulang Bonsema, Kazan Trube Sene Yoneko, Kimi Chulanga Tadados, Nasi Jumayan Bamashi Bear, Sanzenola Sanje Jabba, Hovara Jimmy Bamashi Bear, Nishi Trube Tola Tapas, Michi Chevolon de Oreka, Dembek Munilata, Tumbeka Womachi, and Rarik, Mingwela. Nada tu me sentinel, yes, me belong to Java.
Page 13. Ho. Vast array of peaceful and wrathful deities, turn your minds toward us. Failing to follow the Buddha's words and our teacher's instructions, we have fallen into error and confusion. Our gracious Vajra master we have abused and looked upon mistakenly. With cruel minds, harsh words, anger, and attachment, we have physically abused and brought real harm upon our consorts and Dharma brothers and sisters. All these impairments of the samaya of the body, we confess before the hosts of deities, peaceful and wrathful. Failing to visualize the Yidam deity and retinue, chanting and reciting incorrectly or with interruption, all these impairments of the samaya of the speech, we confess before the five families, peaceful and wrathful. Having pledged to maintain the 10 secrets, we announce them to all and reveal the sacred substances. All these impairments of the samaya of the mind, we confess before the victorious ones, peaceful and wrathful. 5 samayas are there of recognition, but not recognizing the 5 families, we view them falsely. 5 samayas are there of not abandoning, but through ignorance we stray into the 5 poisons. 5 samayas are there of accepting, but we view clean and unclean and are careless in our acts. 5 samayas are there of accomplishment, but not knowing how to abide within, we go astray. 5 samayas are there of enactment, but failing to discriminate, we act mistakenly. All these impairments of the branch samayas in the presence of the Yidam deities we now confess. Ignoring the meditations of approach and accomplishment, failing to offer on full and new moon days and the 6 times, lazy, distracted, and overcome by drowsiness, hoarding, and offering too little out of stinginess, acting like a soaked wolf, eating and drinking before it is time, polluting the first portion and keeping the remainder, acting abruptly and without care and consideration. All these faults of impairment, witting or unwitting, we confess before the Dakinis and Samaya-bound protectors. All impairments of the samayas of mind we now confess through the view. In the state of the universal ground, the mind of awakening, we realize the view in which there is no affirmation. We experience the meditation in which nothing is negated, and we realize the action without acceptance or denial. In this mind of awakening without hope or fear, no breakage or impairment of any root or branch vows could ever occur or ever come to pass, and beyond duality of confessed and confession, we are freed. Whom, when the absolute space of phenomenon is beyond elaboration, how tiresome is the view of existence and non-existence. How frustrating it is to cling to fixed ideas about reality. In the expanse of bliss beyond elaboration, we confess. When the state of Samantabhadra is beyond good or bad, how tiresome is this view of pure and impure. How frustrating to cling to ideas of good and evil. In the expanse of bliss that is Samantabhadra, we confess. When equalness is beyond all distinctions of size, how tiresome is the view of self and other. How frustrating to cling to the duality of great and small. In the expanse of equality and perfect bliss, we confess. When the mind of awakening is beyond birth and death, how tiresome is the view of this life and the next. How frustrating to cling to the duality of birth and dying. In the unchanging expanse of deathlessness, we confess. When the great Bindu is beyond corners and edges, how tiresome is the view of form and substance. How frustrating to cling to shapes with sides and corners. We confess in the expanse of the Bindu, the perfect sphere. In the state beyond change throughout the 3 times, how tiresome is the view of beginnings and endings. How frustrating to cling to ideas of change and transformation. We confess in the expanse beyond the changes of past, present, and future. When naturally arising wisdom is neither to be sought for nor accomplished, how tiresome is the dualistic view of cause and effect. How frustrating to cling to ideas of effort and attainment. We confess in the naturally arising, effortless expanse. When the pure wisdom of Rigpa is beyond eternalism and nihilism, how tiresome is the dualistic view of perceiving and perceived. How frustrating to cling to things as everlasting or non-existent. We confess in the expanse of pure awareness wisdom. When pure reality is beyond the elaboration of ideas, how tiresome is the dualistic view of pain. How frustrating to cling to a center and extremes. We confess in the expanse of utterly pure dharmata. When the celestial palace is beyond dimension, how tiresome is the view of outside and inside. How frustrating to cling to the duality of wide and narrow. We confess in the boundless, unconfined expanse. When the space of the consort is beyond high and low, how tiresome is the view of upper and lower. How frustrating to cling to the duality of above and below. We confess in the expanse of the secret place beyond dimension. When the Dharmakaya is free of duality, how tiresome is the view of outer and inner. How frustrating to cling to the duality of words and inhabitants. We confess in the immutable expanse of Dharmakaya. How sorrowful is the state of ignorant, deluded beings who cling to signs of substance in what has no form. How utterly mistaken are the minds of the deluded, perceiving an I and a self in what is beyond arising, not knowing appearance and existence to be an illusion, they feel attachment for wealth and possessions, not knowing that samsara has no true reality. They think friends and family, companions in delusion will live forever. How utterly mistaken are the minds of ignorant beings. They reject the truth and put their energy into harmful deeds, spurning Buddha's words, and they fall prey to life's addictions and apply their intelligence to tasks of meaningless distraction. How pitiful are those whose lives lack meaning in this way. In the expanse beyond dissipating or conserving, we confess. Page 24. Hum, unaltered and naturally arisen is this great substance, pure from the beginning and thus beyond clean and unclean, 8 principal and 1,000 minor ingredients for accomplishing the 5 families of the Buddhas. This is the great elixir that heals the samayas. May the heart aspirations of the naturally abiding Buddhas from the great all-pervading realm of Akanishta be now fulfilled with the light of the 5 wisdoms, and by Samantabhadra's cloud-like offerings, may their enlightened intentions be fully realized, and may compassionate emanations bring freedom to the 6 realms. May this fulfill the heart aspirations of Samantabhadra, the original Buddha of unchanging luminosity. May it fulfill the heart aspirations of infinite, peaceful, and wrathful deities, the enlightened forms of pure wisdom arising from within. Manifestations of compassion bringing benefit to beings appear in a succession that begins with Vajradhara. Now for all these guides to wandering beings with this offering of kayas and the Buddha fields, may their heart aspirations be all fulfilled, and may their enlightened intentions be fully realized. All our impairments and breakages of samaya we now confess. Page 26. Home, pure wisdom liquid, wet with dharmata, whose color is the red of ardent compassion. It is the causal blood that generates life, the self-arisen blood of the lotus rakta, the vital blood of the 10 fit for liberation, the elemental blood from the red herbal essences, all of them pure substances of magnetizing or impure causes for samsara's 3 realms. Through the enlightened intentions of the Haruka, the habits of samsara, 3 worlds are liberated, and it is blessed as a substance for offering. To the Great Mother Samantabhadri we offer, so pure wisdom may dawn in our minds. To the hosts of wrathful Harukas we offer, so that their compassionate minds are invoked. To all the Mamos and Dakinis we offer, as a substance to restore the Samaya. To all the Dharma protectors and guardians we offer, so that they may carry out their activity. May this fulfill the heart aspirations, and may they grant us accomplishment. Bottom of page 27. Home, nourishing foods that sustain the 3 realms, grains and fruits and foods with 6 different tastes, meat from the bodies of the 10 who are liberated, and distilled grains, the intoxicating drink of warriors, considering them as a rich and plentiful feast for the senses. We make an offering of them all. To the Dharmadhatu, we make imagined offerings. To the peaceful deities, we make beautiful offerings. To the wrathful deities, we make majestic offerings. To please the masters, we offer. To delight the Dakinis, we offer. To satisfy the guardians of the teachings, we offer. As a support for fulfilling the Samaya commitments, we offer. Page 29, lamp. Home, Inside 100 lamps of the finest substances, we now plant 100 cleanest wicks and fill them all with melted butter, the essence of the elements. Having lit these 100 brightly shining lamps with a wish to heal our impairments and breakages of samaya, we now offer them to all the victorious Buddhas. Out of the Dharmadhatu palace of Akanishta, the 5 colored lights of wisdom shine in dazzling splendor. May the heart aspirations of infinite, peaceful, and wrathful ones now be fulfilled. In the palace of the Dharma at the heart appears the Tigle, which is the seed of pure wisdom. May the heart aspirations of the self-arisen peaceful deities be fulfilled. In the skull mansion of palace of the brain, the light rays of naturally emitted warmth are all ablaze. May the heart aspirations of the self-arisen wrathful ones be fulfilled. In the experience of faith and devotion, naturally arising Rigpa appears unceasingly. May the heart aspirations of the Vajra Master be fulfilled. In the subtle channels, wind energies, and essences, in natural awareness vivid and clear, may the heart aspirations of the Mamos and Dakinis be fulfilled. In the universe's vast realms of existence appear the light spheres of the planets and stars. May the heart aspirations of the oath-bound ones of the outer world be fulfilled. May each and every impairment and breakage of samaya be purified through the strength of our samaya commitment, and may you grant us the accomplishments ordinary and supreme. Page 31, brief fulfillment offering. Home. Within this wondrous mandala of secret instructions, we offer to all the masters and hosts of Yidam deities, we offer the lamp of the naturally arising space of phenomenon, filled with the burning oil of pure awareness wisdom. We offer Amrita nectar of 8 major and 1,000 minor ingredients, the 5 kayas and the 5 pure wisdoms of awakening. We offer the exquisite torma that fills its pure vessel, a perfect and plentiful feast of every sensual delight. We offer enjoyment of the red rakta of non-attachment in the expanse of the 3 entirely liberated realms of samsara. We offer the blend of 1,000 grains, the warrior's substance of powerful drink that generates majestic splendor. Allah, Allah, we implore you, please accept them with delight.
Other charts? This letter right now, other charts. Page 22.
Back to the Vajrasattva sadhana on page 22.
Don't do the good to them. No one don't say, Young Jaya, do Jima.
Jimmy the Legend,
Go to Jaka, to the Ganshevan, don't say, Young Jaya, do Jima, so sing you, Royal Metal, boy, no Nick, to the Ganshevan, don't say, Young Jaya.
Ye do just in
The water fills up my body, obscurations are purified, empowerment obtained. Hong, in the expanse of the all base, the great secret shines forth, the sheen of clear self-awareness. May these butter lamps of great wisdom mend the commitment with the Guru, who is the holder of the expressivity of the Vidyadharas, and with Vajrasattva. May it purify infractions of the retinue Dakinis. We, the ones who are holding the same Vajra commitment, make this offering of great joy. May the Nirmanakaya commitment be mended through the big cloud of appearance and luminosity. We confess the infractions of the samayas of the Vajra empowerment. Please bestow your blessings for the realizations of the Vajra body. May the Sambhogakaya commitment be mended through this unidentifiable emptiness. We confess the infractions of the samaya of the secret empowerment. Please bestow your blessings for the realization of the Vajra speech. May the Dharmakaya commitment be mended through the completely pure union. We confess the infractions of the samayas of the wisdom empowerment. Please bestow your blessings for the realization of the Vajra mind. May the Sambhavika Kaya commitment be mended through the big bindu of inseparability. We confess the infractions of the samayas of the word empowerment. Please bestow the blessings for the realization of the Vajras of wisdom.
Go back other tracks. Other tracks not finishing. On the draws on and chog, Jango, the Dorje, Lobo, Javia, don't say, Don Chandra, Namja, Sanjo, the Jobe, Korea, so Jemba, Madonda, Mare, Membelan, the Maja. Turum Samelan, the Maja, Sanjava, Sangarna, the Maja. Jizya to Pedra, Gemera, Tansuja to Bova, Jemabo, Viveshini, Garchen, Chiva, Tanse, Chibueto, Jinja, Wangan, the Zumana, Cheran, the Tanse, Judamje, Mandan to Pedra, Subject, the son, I don't Namje, Central, Gentleman. Mare wangan korwa doze nasore mame korwa donga chantado wangan soneja nasore mame shire grumeto sena wangan alojiba nasore mame shire donga sengaja wangan rengaje nasore mame dobe donga chon duma wangan soneja nasore mame Shira Drumeto Sena Wanga Yadaniba Nazar Mame Kondongas Jumjo de Sajono Shizad Danse Medobajo Name Gojin Mandani Deshe Yuma Sabja de
sana yonru undo dhamma cha pema jin kolo so jin so bo ma deva koshara kun zanye me sa dorje sembeng chan lo jin je lame sa san se san je do so kar se le sa la la do zo ko ni je ro do yo zo.
No other choice? Okay. Oh, today I'm not sure that. That's all to be there. Ravyang Kanga Mata Jan Tombenga Ledremele Yenje Benda Yambena Punga Shamna Dursen Melon Juve de Jandra Jayeshi Jinja Nimed Juyo Judrin
Page 24 in the Vajrasattva text. Through Ram, Yam, Kam, impurities are cleared away. From within emptiness, the syllable broom appears, from which a broad skull cup of space arises. Therein are the skadnas, dhatus, 5 kinds of meat and 5 kinds of nectar. Through the connection of fire and wind, they are melting into light. The light of the 3 seed syllables invites the nectar of the 5 kinds of wisdoms. It gets absorbed inseparably, offering clouds of desirables emanate. Om Ahum.
Om Ahum.
The first offering, Hong. To complete the accumulation of merit and wisdom, the self-arising offering clouds of desirables emanate. May Guru Vajrasattva and the other assembled deities of the mandala be delighted.
Gana Taja Bendo Tome Tune Sapaye Letanya Majabeto Yankandre Jiba Sharze Tojen Chube Samaya Didum.
The second offering, confession. Ho, by offering accumulations of food, I confess the accumulations of karma, afflictions, and obscurations assembled since beginningless times, and whichever infractions, contradictions, and confusions I have committed. Samaya Shuddha Ah.
Chupa jamzo de Namja jamzo Malaysia, Toda jamzo Maya, Mudra jamzo Tadazo, Chile jamzo Malaysia.
Hong, Bhagavan, together with your retinue, please accept this ocean of offerings. I am confessing the ocean of infractions without exception. I am mending the ocean of commitments without exception. Please bestow the ocean of cities. May I accomplish the ocean of Buddha activities without exception. Liberating and pro-offering, Hung. By the great wisdom of my appearances, mistaken by the three poisons, my enemies and obstructors are released into the three complete liberations. This offering of accumulated wisdom, which purifies habitual patterns, is being put into the mouth of the Sugatas.
Everybody sanga kana takta padaka. Thank you. Long love. Vajrasattva samaya.
Samaya sadhu.
You who are obedient to the words of the glorious and assembled here for the remainders, please drink this nectar of desirables and according to your former oath, accomplish the activities entrusted to you. Abbreviated offering and praise to Guru Vajrasattva in front. To all those who are worthy to be praised, I always bow down in supreme faith with as many bodies as all atoms that exist. I ask for your forbearance for everything like unobtained items, incompleteness, inabilities, and the mistakes of omission and addition. Together with the representations, please remain here for as long as samsara exists. Please bestow in an excellent manner a life free from disease, power, and the supreme as well. The front visualization of Vajrasattva dissolves into me, appearance and existence melt into light and dissolve into the support and supported. The protection circle, elements, and celestial palace, throne, and ornaments dissolve one by one into the Lord and Lady. The Lord and Lady melt into light, then into the Vajra, the mantra garland, that into the Hung, and the Hung into the Nada, which is released into the reference-free state of primordially purity. Once more, I arise in the form of Vajrasattva.
La yang do ji sen be go re la.
La ma do ji sen ba go. Da da ge ji sun ha ga. Ta ye sen ji na na go. Zhi mi gu ze yong ten zo. Par jian gu jian ten jian de. La mi san chou le to jiu.
Guru Vajrasattva, heed me. All merit accrued through this virtue I dedicate to infinite beings. May the two obscurations be exhausted and excellent qualities perfected. May all adverse conditions be pacified and conducive conditions gathered. May we attain the state of unsurpassable awakening.
Okay, now long life.
Okay, in the yellow prayer book, we'll do the long life prayers on page 22. For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness. Tenzin Gyatso of Lord Chenrezig, may you remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the three jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion. Supreme are your activities of guiding others with your perfect deeds. May you, the precious Guru who accomplishes everything, spontaneously live long. Holder of the teachings of the Lord Drigumpa, great Lord of the three jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peace and light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. The one known in the noble land as Arya Deva emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chundingpa, the heart son of Jigten Khenpo. May the life of the glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. We'll go to page 28. May the teachings of the great Drigumpa Ratna Shri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld until the end of cyclic existence through study, practice, hearing, contemplation, and meditation. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate to the Bodhisattva Chenrezig.
Everybody sangha thank you long la tadakola jwa sanji long la thank you.
Rinpoche said thank you everyone who's in the in the Zoom and live. Thank you very much, Rinpoche. Tashi Dele, Tujiche Rinpoche, and train Sopal and Pemne, Gungus Pemne, and Sopal Yoa, the Tujiche Yang.
Lola zo kin boje taji dele.
That's Rinpoche. And thank you everyone, and I want to appreciate GBI Dharma Center and also Canada Center, Gardoma and Digon Dharma Seya, or also Sangha. Everyone joined today the program together. Appreciate, thanks very much. And then today, the practice is very important. Rinpoche, he choose these two is most important practice for the someone pass away. So we use this feature. We kept, practicing, and also today Rinpoche be in the present our practice here. He lead this practice. We can share this recording for you. And then you can keep this record, like some days you really need. So that time, so you use and practice this today, the follow, that practice sadhana, use that. We already has blessing with Rinpoche. So we are fortunate and very lucky. We have to practice this when you need, also sometimes we practice together, Sangha. Come together, we practice this sadhana. So I appreciate everyone. That's the reason I'm going to share this transmission in this Saturday. Sunday. So Saturday I have a teaching. Sunday after finish the teaching, I'm going to share these transmissions with you. So then we have a blessing from Garchen Rinpoche. You can use this sadhana feature you can practice for your family and your relatives, your neighbor, and anyone. So it's wonderful sadhana and practice. As long as you know Sheto, Pardo teaching. So then sometimes people say, what I have to do for someone pass away. So today we did this sadhana, truth sadhanas here. That is the most important sadhana. Usually we do the ritual for someone pass away, that's why you have this recording. We can share with you, keep that and practice with next time you need this sadhana. Thank you very much, everyone. And thank you very much, Panyama Lama and Christina and Chan Master. And also appreciate Curtis, he light up many candles in the Bikondama Seya. And also thank you, David and Avira, many candles light up in the Gardoma Buddhist Center. So everyone, thanks very much and join the practicing. Thank you, Tsuwan. He also have lots of candles and preparing. So Tashi Dele, Tukjiche Rinpoche, long life Rinpoche. Thank you.
Thank you. They kill much there. Taja Kala, you were run out of Jigatini. So Nathan, Drama, Tripolas, what some pay 2,000 with the Hatcham Zachimore, Sunam Sochimbo, Roman Natic taking it, Sunam Soch, Tomato Ranka, check, they do on it, then each of the Yagore, they had to J. The man was working on around not a trouble that the carrying pay 2,000. This one I'm so was over on Khenpo.
That's Rinpoche. So Rinpoche said, thank you very much. He's very happy today. He saw in the Zoom internet. So our Sangha, many Sangha using the Dhamma, bears, dam, and many ritual objects. So that create lots of accumulation, merit, and whatever you have, that you have to use during any practice. So he saw that he happy and appreciate. He said, thank you, everyone, Sangha.
Thank you, everybody, Sangha long life.
Thank you, Rinpoche, Tukjiche.
di zaman ne